Hey guys, so welcome to Earth Reborn Scenario 7 Round 2. I realized that this here should also have a wound marker because it's a different room. So Jacksaw walked here and then here, so 2 wound markers because those are different rooms. And anyways, yeah, we're about to continue here. I've refreshed everything. The Salemites are down a command point because John Kendall lost his bonus upon getting 2 injured and flipping over to his wounded side. So I'm going to start with these guys, and my debate right now is, do I kill John Kendall or do I try and kill Jeff Dealer? And it's hard, it's tough decisions. And I've been thinking about it a lot off camera, but anyways, I think I'll just, I think I'm going to go John Kendall. So I'm going to activate Mammoth here. We're going to see if we can put an end to him before he gets to plant his virus anywhere. And he, of course, he has to interrupt, otherwise he's dead. And he's got some good movement, so he's definitely going to interrupt. So he'll spend, the Salemites do still have extra command points, right? And the reason for that is that if they generate zombies, they'll actually get used up, so they'll bid 4 on this interruption. The Norads know that he's dead, and so they'll bid 2, thinking that that might be enough, or 3, because they know the Salemites worried and will bid high. Of course, the Salemites bid a bit higher, and so these are all spent, but John Kendall does get to interrupt. And remember, this does not count as activation, right? Interruption is not activation. So looking over here, I don't even have a gun. We're just, running's the thing to do. So I'll spend 3 command points on my awful run of 2 movements, so I get to run away 6 spaces. Now, if I could just get around here, there's no way he's walking through there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but I can't make it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so it looks like we're ending up over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll choose my facing to be this way, and then the last thing I'm going to do, because I can't interrupt again on this turn anyways, I'm allowed 4 command points, so I'm actually going to spend my last one here to turn on my gas mask, because I can't even walk in there. So last command point, and on gas mask, all you do is spend a command point, and then it's on. So I'll grab an on marker, and his gas mask is up and running. So that's his interruption, and we'll see if it got him far away enough. So now, this Mammoth is going to have to... I have 2 choices, actually, and I think the one I might go with, knowing that John Kendall can't move for the rest of the turn, I think I'll attach an order tile that will allow me to turn around, shoot this door open, shoot this, and then try and shoot Jacksaw. So I need a lot of shoot there for sure. No, it doesn't seem doable actually, as I just ran that in my head. So turning him around and then having to shoot 2 things down with my special ability. That's a movement. I can still get a shot off on Jacksaw though, who has monstrous health. Absolutely monstrous health. Anyways, okay, sorry. Here we go. So, yeah, it looks like we're going to try and hunt down John Kendall if movement allows it. And it doesn't. I don't have much for movement. Okay, so let's go with that silly plan B I was thinking of. So I'm going to attach this. I'll spend 1 command point on movement. No. The problem with me turning around is that then allows John Kendall next round to just run back. No, it doesn't, because he's too injured. We're doing this. So I have 4 movement points. I'm going to spend 1 movement point to move my guy 180. I'm going to spend another movement to take a step forward. And then I'm going to use my character's special ability now. So movement's over. I'm going to use my special ability to try and blow up the wall in front of me. So 3 dice if I got 4 damage. Here we go. We're going to need luck for this to play out well. Just enough. And so we use up another one of these markers. Now, if the long ones do run out, I still can use the little ones. But once all of these are out, that's it. Okay, so I still don't have line of sight to Jacksaw. So I'm going to be doing the same thing, and I'm going to be targeting this here. So 1 more command point, and I need to get lucky again, so I get to ignore obviously any values on it, and so I need to come up with 4 here. We did it. So I'll place a damage marker on that. And you can find those like on the back sides of bombs and stuff. I'll grab mines because they have the most. And there we go. Destroyed. So now I have line of sight with Jacksaw, but he also has line of sight with me. So will he interrupt? What would Jacksaw do if he interrupted? He would run. Is there good movement? There's one movement there, which is enough for him to get out of the room and infect more rooms. Yeah. No, because then he runs into Nick Bolter. But what if he doesn't survive the hit? He'll survive the hit. Look at that guy's health. He's a beast. Okay, he'll stick around. He's not going to interrupt. You'll see what the Mammoth is up to. And the Mammoth has already spent 3 command points, so here goes his 4th on his shoot order, giving him 4 dice. Now, before we roll for damage, we have to roll 4 dice here for targeting. And he's got to go 2 spaces from his closest 1, 2 that has line of sight. So he got 3, so the damage will go through, and he gets 4 dice. Let's hope it's a better roll than that last one. Okay, so 3 critical hits. We'll do those first and see if that flips him over. It doesn't because he has 6 health. And then we have the 1 damage left going up against his 2 defense. So that's it. So it wasn't a bad decision for Jacksaw to stay. They got to save command points. Okay. So over to the Salemites side. I think my next person to activate is going to be Jeff Dealer over here by Vasquez. And I was thinking of just running to the cadaver there. So running onto this tile and just creating a zombie because Vasquez might get overwhelmed then. But I just don't have the interact to do that. So my other thought was maybe to search and pick up that med kit and then try and run to Kendall. Because this morgue is actually a science room. Vasquez is covering it. So I would be able to pick up the med kit, which is visible to both sides there in the middle of the table. However, I just don't have enough to get there. The other thing I could do is sort of a suicide. Shoot this door open, plant the virus here, and then let it spread, giving me 2 points here, 2 points here, 2 points here when it spreads back into it. So I could also do that, and that would be a good way to get 8 points. It would also, though, force Jeff Dealer to take 1 more damage. And then my last option is fight Vasquez. See if we can kill her. And I've got to go with that. I don't know what's wrong with me. I've got to do that option. So we're going to activate Jeff Dealer. Now that he's activated, Vasquez can interrupt. We'll check out what they have there for shoot orders on interrupts. They've got a great one. So, yeah, know what? They'll try to interrupt it. Do they have the command points? They'll try. So they'll spend, let's say, 2. 2 on the bid. Well, the Salamite would assume she's shooting, not running. So will they bid? This is what they have left. They'll bid 2. So it's enough to match the bid over here. These are already spent. Enough to match the bid at 2. And so they'll get to continue their actions here. So a wasted bid by the Norad, and they'll spend all 3 command points on this shoot to hope to do some real damage. So first off, they check line of sight. It's good. Now we're going to get to do targeting. So 1 die plus 2 more dice. So 3 dice to go 2 spaces there. You can't count diagonally. We'll see if we get it. So I'll roll all 3. We got 4 by an out of ammo symbol. And that's actually something I wasn't thinking about Vasquez. Her gun's out of ammo. Okay. So we have 2 extra command points here to add on to this 2. So we have 4 dice up against her armor of 3. Let's see how we do. Show me 2 hits, 2 hits. Wow, really solid. So we do the critical hits first, which will be 2 damage, which is enough to flip her over to her wounded side. So before we do the other damage, so we have no markers right now, but her armor and health is 2 and 2, so 4 minus the 2 armor is 2 more damage, which is enough to kill her. So Vasquez will be out. We'll stack her equipment on her character card, and then replace her character on the board with just a marker. So that was a phenomenal turn by the Salemites. The gun needs to be reloaded, and it will stay that way. Okay, so we'll leave that marker on there. We'll just put it here to the side. Move Vasquez over here. We'll grab her character piece. Vasquez, where are you? There you are. Great. So a really good turn by Jeff Dealer, and the other thing, I think they get points, yeah. If they kill Vasquez, 5 points. So it also works that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that really opened up the round for Jeff Dealer. You can actually keep doing stuff here if he wants. I do want him to create a zombie. He's definitely going to walk into that room. Let's start with that. So I will spend a movement just to move him on into here. And 1, 2, let's get him far in. Put him there. And then we don't have the interacts or the command points to dig for the interacts yet to bring back a new zombie. So I'm going to spend... I don't know what I want to do. I could interact and unleash the virus into the room, but I'd have to break the door. I think I'll wait there after my 1 movement. And I'll stop it there just because I'm really not sure what I want to do next. So that'll be it for that. Now Nick Bolter just learned the devastating news of Vasquez's death, so now he's totally enraged, and he's like, activate me. And I'm like, alright, Nick. And who's he going to attack? He can run towards Jacksaw, or he can run towards Jeff Dealer. I want to say now that the Mammoth can see stuff, he's sort of got stuff under control, but I don't know. If Jacksaw runs into here, these 3 doors are locked, so he'll have to fight one of those down. So I think it might be best as Nick Bolter to run back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to open the door. So 3 on movement, and then an attack. We don't have that. Oh, my plan's totally, it's botched. I don't even have movement. So I activated Nick Bolter, and I think that'll be the end of my turn. We'll see if Jacksaw moves closer, and regardless, we'll be grabbing some new tiles with some movements for next turn. Okay, over here. So Jeff Dealer is the only one who's been activated. I think I'll activate Jacksaw, man. I wanted to see what Nick was going to do, but I think I'll activate Jacksaw and just get him into that other room before he runs out of the command points. Oh shoot, something I didn't do during the final phase was give him a wound for being a infected zombie slowly dying, so that's his new life points, sorry. So I'll activate him, attach this, and I'll spend 1 command point on that movement section. 1, 2 to open the door. 3. I was in his line of sight, but he's out of stuff to use. He's at his command point max. Because we're entering a new room, I'll put a wound marker there and give the Salemites another 2 points. Now the reason why I did forget to put a wound marker on this room, the room has to be 4 spaces big for it to count as points. So here we have a room that's 6 spaces big, 9 spaces big, and a 3. So only 4 points from those 3 rooms. So that's 1 movement. I guess the next smart step would be for me to smash open a door to try and get this thing to spread. So I think I'm going to come this way. So I'll spend 1 more on movement and see if I can cut down that door. So I'll spend 1 on movement to put me here. And then I'm going to use his top line special ability. So the bottom one here is for walls. This top one's for doors. So if I just spend 1 command point on him, check, then I automatically cut down the door. So even though it takes 5 damage to cut this down, I just did it automatically. It's not covering anything. I'll remove it from the game. And the reason why I did that is to allow this virus to spread into this room here. Okay, so smart turn by Jacksaw, and the Salemites are now out of command points. Over here on the Norad side, we need movement. Nick Bolter's not going to do us any good standing there. So I'm going to spend one command point to draw an order tile. Should I spend... No, 1 command point on order tile. Let's see if we can luckily grab movement. And we did. Salemites forced to pass. We're going to attach this to Nick Bolter. And Jacksaw's facing this because he just cut it open. And we're going to spend a command point on the movement there. So we're going to spend 1 to open the door. And Jacksaw does not have line of sight. I'm in that white zone, so no line of sight. 1 to open it, 2 to step through it. I'm going to close it again so the virus doesn't spread. 3 to close it, 4 just to get a bit closer. And then 5 actually, let's get even closer. That way I also have line of sight to Kendall if he starts moving. Now for stepping in this, that doesn't happen yet. At the end of the round, I'm going to take a wound for being in that area where there's toxic gas, but it's only in the final phase. Okay, so that's 1 movement point spent, and now I'm just going to start shooting them. So here goes, I have 7 command points, so this should be good. So I'm going to spend one on shoot, and opponent confirms that there's targeting, that there's line of sight, so I got 1 plus 2 at max spaces, so I'll avoid rolling that die and just use the 2 spaces to get me my targeting. Now for damage, I get 2 dice. So 2 dice up against Jacksaw's armor of 2. Hopefully we can just do 1 damage to get our 2 damage to get his card to turn over. 1 damage, not bad. So there that is. Now the next thing we're going to do, this is going to be a really vicious turn. I'm going to spend 2 more command points on this shoot order. So we're going to do it again. I didn't roll any out of ammo during targeting, so we're good. And again, the targeting is automatic, so I won't roll any out of ammo this turn either. I have them in my red zone there, so it's going to be 2 dice once again, plus the 1 will give us 3 dice this time. 3 dice trying to do some damage. Get him to his wounded side. 5. So here we go. We take that 5 damage, and we subtract it from 2 defense. So that'll be 3 damage. So 1 more on this side, then we have 2 left over to assign. So we'll flip him over. Man, he's a beast. He's so strong. So 2 more damage onto him. Now, believe it or not, I'm actually not done with Nick Bolter. I'm going to spend 2 more command points to do a close combat. And the reason why that's not a terrible idea is because I have this here. Plus I'm attacking him from his back. So he's only going to get 2 defense here. 1, 2 for his white. So I'm up against 2 armor, and I have a 3 automatic here. 2 dice plus the 3rd. So 3 dice to add on to my 3 automatic hits. So here we'll do the auto hit. And then we have 3 damage. 6 damage up against 1 armor plus 1, 2. So 6 minus 2 is 4 damage, which will be enough to put an end to Jacksaw. So he's out of it. And he's not holding anything. So I'll actually just remove him from the game. I'll put a cadaver. There should be, oh yeah, sorry. A Jacksaw cadaver, and we'll take him off of the board. So he did good. He made his guys proud. He's dead now, but he made people proud. So good turn by Nick Bolter. I'm actually going to keep going with them. I don't have to make this turn one big continuous one because they're out of command points. But just to show you, like a turn can be crazy. So I've only spent 6 command points. I'm still allowed 1 more, and I'm actually just going to run out of this room so that I don't take poison damage. Will I? I also want to kill Kendall, though. You know what? The mammoth can kill Kendall. So 1, I guess I should have left this open. 2 to open the door, 3 to step through it, 4 to close it, and then 5, and I'm heading towards Jeff Dealer before he turns Vasquez into a zombie. Cool. So Salamite passes. Nick finishes his turn, right? That's all I can do. Salamite pass, and so do the Norads. So for final phase, we'll move this marker up. Because Nick killed a zombie, he killed Jack Solid, they'll get 3 points, so stretching that lead. However, that lead's going to start to balance out a bit because this is going to start spreading. So it's going to spread into each adjacent room that it can. So this room's been affected. It's a large enough room that it'll give them 2 more points. And you'll see, like next turn, Jeff Dealer's going to be able to create 2 zombies who are going to be running through infected as well. And so that'll make a big difference come the later phases in terms of points. Okay. So I will end it there. You guys see how it works, and you got to get a bit of a taste there for the mammoth. I didn't use him too much, but I think enough that you understand. There's really not so much of a difference. Just make sure that the 4 spaces he's moving around on are valid. This scenario is really unique. It's really tactical to try and create a trail of virus that spreads at each final phase. So it's really cool. And anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave any questions, comments, feedback in the comment section, and I'll see you guys for scenario 8.